Over 100 charged in connection with thefts in Southern California, and it's all part of an international crime ring. Why one DA says the criminals are using kids to help carry out the crimes. Plus, meet the 12-year-old who is about to graduate from college. Yes, college. And that's not the only amazing thing about this kid. You're watching The Rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Winston. Smash and grab burglaries and home invasions have haunted Orange County for months. Now we're learning more than 140 people have been charged for those crimes. Investigators say they're all part of an international crime ring. This was one of the crimes involved in the investigation. It happened at a Tustin jewelry store last month. People wearing masks smashed display cases and took $87,000 in jewelry. The DA said some of these thieves are kids.
These crews and other criminals are utilizing juveniles now in California as much as possible, because the consequences as a juvenile of having any dire consequences in the juvenile court are very, very bleak.
Investigators say many of the people who were arrested already have several strikes under California's 3 strikes law. The Hollywood writers' strike is in its 3rd week, and now more people in Hollywood are preparing for the possibility of a walkout. The union representing actors asked members to authorize a strike in case they cannot reach a deal with studios. SAG-AFTRA's contract expires at the end of June. They'll start negotiations with studios in about 3 weeks. There's no comment from the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Comcast, which owns our parent company, NBC Universal, is represented by the Alliance. While negotiations with SAG-AFTRA are likely to impact actors, we want to disclose that anchors and reporters at NBC4 are also members of the union. There's a chance we could see thunderstorm activity. Meteorologist Belen De Leon has the rundown of your weather.
Hi there. Well, here's what you can expect for your forecast all the way through the weekend. Clouds will gradually clear every day except for our friends at the coast. We'll continue to see that marine layer there. The temperatures inland with that sunshine will continue to be warmer than normal, highs in the 80s and 90s, and it still feels slightly humid. We're seeing that easterly flow that's bringing that chance for storms in the mountains each afternoon while making it feel a little muggy for everyone else. Now, the chance of rain will only go up as we head into the weekend. Friday and Saturday at 40%, Sunday 70%. Monsoon storms will be in the forecast all the way through early next week. So if you find yourself in the mountains, keep an eye to the sky. And if you find yourself in those hot spots, well, remember these heat safety tips. Drink plenty of fluids, limit your time outside during those peak hours, and look before you lock. Never leave kids and pets in those closed cars. Be safe.
LA Mayor Karen Bass took her fight to end homelessness to Sacramento. She joined 12 other California mayors to call on state lawmakers and Governor Newsom to increase funding for homelessness projects. They want the state to kick in $2 billion a year in funding to fight the homeless crisis.
While this year's state budget must be difficult, the need for housing interventions and services must remain a top priority. This is the #1 crisis we are facing in California, and the only way we will solve it is by acting together with locked arms, as we say in Los Angeles, to bring folks inside for good.
The mayors of Long Beach, Anaheim, Riverside, and Irvine were also there pushing for funding. We're following an alarming story in Riverside County. Deputies say a man locked 2 women inside of his home and tortured them. We're showing you the mugshot of Gilberto Pugo because deputies believe he may have done this to other women. The 53-year-old lives in Moreno Valley. One of his neighbors called 911 on Sunday, saying he heard 2 women screaming for help inside of Pugo's home. Deputies aren't saying how they ended up in Pugo's home or how long they were there. Pugo is jailed and scheduled to be in court next week. A fight at Dodger Stadium appears to leave 1 man unconscious. Police are using the video you're about to see in their investigation.
Never mind.
The fight broke out among a group of fans Tuesday night outside the Centerfield entrance. At one point, the man in the white shirt charged the man in the black jersey and was knocked to the ground. The LAPD tells us officers did respond but could not find the man in the white shirt. We reached out to the Dodgers, but they declined to comment. The Dodgers are facing criticism after pulling a controversial group from a list of honorees during the team's upcoming Pride Night. The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence is an LGBTQ+ nonprofit. They were set to be honored by the Dodgers on June 16th. for 27 years of service promoting human rights and respect for diversity and spiritual enlightenment. But Wednesday, the Dodgers removed them from the group of honorees. The decision came after Florida Senator Marco Rubio tweeted that drag queen performers should not be celebrated for their disgraceful imitation of Roman Catholic nuns.
Surprised that the Dodgers caved so quickly and are acting so cowardly. For us queer people, I think we are used to, unfortunately, constant attacks in our community.
In a statement, the Dodgers said they did not want to distract from the benefits they've seen from its Pride Night. The ACLU says it won't participate in Pride Night as a show of unity. Some exciting news about a community garden in Compton that was fighting to save its space. It will now stay put. The garden was established 10 years ago, but last month, the owner of the land put it up for sale and a developer put in a bid. But the community rallied and raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy and secure the land. The founder told us the garden produces enough fresh vegetables to fill a grocery store every 2 weeks. An Oscar-winning actor says you could still see him starring in movies even after his death. Tom Hanks says some new technology could be a game changer in movie making. Hanks says he's envisioned a scenario where artificial intelligence is used to recreate actors at any point in their lives at any age. He also says there's serious discussions happening within acting unions about actors' voices and likenesses being treated as intellectual property since AI also makes deep fakes possible. But Hanks also suspects that audiences will still prefer to watch legitimate human performances. Wow, that was pretty awesome. Tom Cruise's trademark stunt work is on full display in a brand new trailer for the upcoming Mission Impossible movie. It's called Dead Reckoning Part 1. And once again, Cruise dives headfirst into some death-defying action. The second to last movie in the $3.5 billion franchise is set to hit theaters on July 12th. There is already a machine that allows you to customize your soda with an infinite combination of flavors. Some of us have done that, right? And now Heinz wants you to customize your favorite dipping sauces. I can't wait to try this, so take a look. The company has unveiled a new machine called the Heinz Remix. It'll offer more than 200 different combinations of sauces. How it works is you'll get to pick your base, like, ketchup, ranch, or barbecue, and then you'll get to mix in enhancer flavors like jalapeno, smoky chipotle, buffalo, and even mango. Ooh, I'd like to try mango. You'll even get to choose the intensity of each enhancer. I like mine spicy. They'll start rolling out inside restaurants later this year. I can't wait to mix it up and check it out. All right, so this may surprise you, but one of the hottest new games for teens and young people is chess. It's all the rage now among Gen Z thanks to apps and social media influencers. So chess has taken over Culver City High School. Its chess club has exploded in popularity with dozens of new members. Many of the students say they picked it up during the pandemic while they were learning from home. It was boosted by the Netflix series, The Queen's Gambit, along with players streaming their games. Someone needs to teach me how to play chess. Most people are adults by the time they get their college degree, but Clovis Hung is about to do it by age 12. This is unbelievable. He's set to become the youngest graduate at Fullerton College. This kid is smart with not one, not two, but 5 college degrees. NBC4's Macy Jenkins has that story.
For these Civil Air Patrol cadets in Chino, it's all about learning the basics.
They get leadership out of this.
With a shared dream of becoming a pilot.
Yes, sir, man.
And for 12-year-old Clovis Hung,
I expected to get my license at 16.
it's next on his to-do list after he becomes the youngest person to graduate from Fullerton College on Saturday.
I'm going to graduate with 5 degrees, associate degree in history, associate degree in science, social science, science and mathematics, arts and human expressions, social behavior, and self-development.
In 2019, Clovis left his second grade classroom bored and ready for a bigger challenge.
I wanted to be in college because I was really curious at a really young age.
That curiosity led him to enroll in Fullerton College in 2020.
They asked me questions like, how old are you and what are you doing here? So I'll just answer them, I'm 12 and I'm taking classes with you.
And he's done it all with mom Song Choi by his side.
He loves studying. Actually, studying is his hobby.
Her incredible baby boy, fighting against the odds since the very beginning.
When he was born, he was very incredible because he was a premature baby and he was born at the 27th week, less than 2 pounds.
Choi, now beaming with pride, says she hasn't forgotten Clovis is still just a kid.
I'm not a tiger mom, no. Yeah, actually it's the opposite. Sometimes I just need to remind him to relax, take it easy.
Outside of the classroom, he's a Boy Scout and loves basketball, archery, and traveling, visiting 23 countries so far with his family.
I study a lot so that I could get a lot of things done before I play.
As part of Squadron 20, the studying continues.
Follows directions well. He's learning. He's trying to grow.
And Clovis says the #1 thing it takes to succeed is a healthy dose of self-motivation.
What I do is that I tell myself that I can do it, you can keep going, you did a very good job.
That was Macy Jenkins reporting. Clovis also speaks 4 languages and is planning to get a 6th degree in autonomous systems development. He hopes to be an aerospace engineer, a pediatrician, or a pilot. I say he can be all 3. Heck, he can be anything he wants. This kid has a bright future ahead of him. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays, 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.